Hello there, Cancer, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today I'm doing a special reading. We are going to be taking a look at the energies that you will have for the next 3 months. So I'll take a look at February, March, and April, each of those separately, to see what kind of energies or obstacles, advice that Spirit may have for you. And the reason I'm doing that is because we had quite the month in January. Actually, the energies since November have been really difficult with all the eclipses and then all the retrogrades. And on February 3rd, Mercury finally went direct. That was the last planet to go direct. So we have no retrogrades now until April 29th. So this is a lovely time to, make some progress, make some headway in some area of your life that you may want to make some progress in. So we'll take a look at the overall energies for each of the 3 months, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. Okay, so I'm going to first take a look at the overall energy for the entire 3-month period. We start off with Bobcat Spirit. Life is a mystery. I am not sure. I think, Cancer, you had this like last week or something. This energy of just understanding that you are on this journey and that the journey is mysterious. You have, you understand that you really have no control, and you're stepping into this. Look at both of these. Yin yang and rest and rejuvenation. I feel over the next 3 months, you're going to be really, having this energy of being more than doing, of bringing yourself into balance with yin yang. This is the divine feminine and the divine masculine. We have both of those. Each of us does within us. Bringing those into into balance. So the divine masculine is all about, producing and doing. The divine feminine is all about, going within and nurturing, creativity, that type of thing. You're bringing those into balance. And, sometimes we do have to just sit back and be for a while. You may have had a lot of divine masculine leading up to this period. And now, you're kind of like going within, you're resting and relaxing. That's kind of more of the divine feminine energy, nurturing yourself, rejuvenating yourself in order to bring yourself back into balance. We also have, look at this, woman holding a coin and door to romance. Really interesting. Some of you may be coming into a new romantic connection. So we'll take a look at that. And then we also have miracles and infinite abundance. So, just this energy of wonderful things coming onto your path. Expect the wondrous to emerge, and abundance is pouring into your life. Wow. And abundance is, it's harvesting all of those seeds that we have planted, but it's also joy. It's not just financial abundance, it's joy, it's happiness, it's a sense of being more connected to other people and more connected to the universe. Yeah, so what do we have here? This is for February. We have the Temple Path. I feel like you have been on a spiritual journey. You may be feeling like, you're awakening, or you're going through another awakening, a higher level of awakening. Understanding that all of this is, part of the mystery of life, what you are experiencing. And once again, I feel like this sense of surrendering to it instead of feeling like you have to control everything in your life. Trust in divine detours and fellow travelers. Support is all around you. I feel like you have new people coming onto your path. These could be people that, kind of lead you in different directions in order to find this realignment. To me, I feel like you're finding realignment to your core beliefs, to your soul, to why you are here, your soul's purpose. And, these people may be coming in different formats, they could just be a stranger that you have a conversation with. They could be, an actual love connection, or they could be, somebody, an article that you read on the internet or something. The fellow travelers can be a lot of different people or situations that come onto your path in order to help you with this realignment. And this is in February. Yeah, wow. 2 of Cups on the bottom, 3 of Swords. There's some pain that you have been working through. You're trying to overcome it. This is you trying to step out of the pain the cage of pain that this has been, put you in. And we have the Page of Cups. This can be an apology from somebody, an expression of love. This can be you stepping back into loving yourself after a difficult disappointment or ending of some sort. Because we have the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is walking away from something that is no longer fulfilling in order to, reach the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. It's also a part of being on the spiritual journey. You have the spiritual path of walking in a different direction, walking away from something in order to find your true happiness. But there's anxiety here with the 8 of Swords. It's you're in this cage, but that angel does not realize that they could just stand up and step out of the cage. Over here you have the 7 of Wands in the cage. Feeling like you're being uncaged. And that feeling comes when we surrender to the journey, when we realize life is a mystery. I cannot control this. All I can do is listen to my heart and go in that direction. And for some of you, I feel like you are walking away from something that you thought you might love. You may, a relationship, a job, a career, a home. You're walking away from something that has kind of brought you a little bit of anxiety, not a little bit, a lot. And, may have made you feel caged in some way, and you're walking away from that because you're like, I have to go look for true love of some sort. True love, this is the 2 of Cups. This is a true soulmate. And we did have fellow travelers, right? Could be a true soulmate. You could be leaving a relationship, or you could have left a relationship and kind of been on your own for a while, but you're wanting love, a true love, soulmate, companion to walk on this path with. And I feel like for some of you, you may have felt like you may have been missing. This could be somebody even from the past, missing somebody that you had walked away from, or, I get a sense that you may be wanting to walk towards somebody, somebody that is fulfilling. And you may realize, I am going to clarify. Let's clarify. I was going to clarify each of these, but let's clarify this 2 of Cups right here. Is this somebody from the past, or is this a new love? Oh, Lovers, 5 of Swords, the Empress, King of Cups on the bottom. Yeah, this is a true love connection. And with the Lovers here, I feel like it is somebody that, you may have had a connection with in the past. It's a real bond. And with the 5 of Swords, there's some anguish over this, over the ending of this. Some regrets. They could be your regrets, or they could be this person's regrets. Okay. And wanting to have some new start. Now, this could be a romantic connection, but with, the Empress card, I also get the sense that it could be a family or friend connection. This is a motherly energy. It could be, so that's why I say family, because it could be a sibling. It could be, a mother, a grandmother, or you could be the mother and it could be a child or something like that. There's this energy of wanting to really, I get a sense of healing this, and yeah, at the same time, not sure if it can be healed, because there's this awakening about the whole journey. I feel like this person, if you're not reconnecting with them, I feel like this person has helped you to open up the spiritual path for you. They have been part of your spiritual journey. Even if you are moving away from them, they are part of your spiritual path. You know, the lessons that you are learning from this person or the wisdom that you are gaining about yourself is really kind of based on your situation with them. So let's take a look at March. We have Nightingale Spirit, love is all around. Really nice. In the flow, everything is smooth sailing, and Goddess of the Moon. Now, the Goddess of the Moon, you know, to me is kind of like stepping into that energy of loving your fears, of looking the fear monster in the eye, of understanding I can't get all the wisdom that I'm supposed to gain from this situation in the past if I don't look at the wisdom that or the fears that I have that this person may have brought up within me. You know, this Five of Swords is understanding that, you know, this person may have hurt you, may have broken your heart, may have made you want to retreat and stay in a cage, or you may feel like this person put you in a cage, whatever that situation is. And I know that this situation has been in your readings for some time. I think back maybe in November it started showing up. But the lessons that you're supposed to learn in this situation, okay? Because it doesn't matter what went down between the two of you. And I know some of you are probably going to, yeah, but you don't know what they did to me. Okay, that is just the trigger for the lesson. Whatever occurred is the trigger for the feelings that you have. And so what is here, this is like fear and shame and regret. And it's part of what you're looking to heal. They played a part in whatever happened. You played a part. Your part may have just been a small part of it. It could have been even just that you allowed this to occur, or that you didn't speak up when something happened. You know, there's this, you know, something happened that is causing you to have anguish, mental anguish about this situation. And in March, I feel like you're really looking at this. Why do I feel this way? You know, what is causing me to continue to hold on to this energy? And the only way that we can heal it is by taking a look at what we're really afraid of, you know. Say this person abandoned you, right? And then you have a lot of, you know, shame. Oh, this person, you know, doesn't love me, abandoned me, rejected me. And you're holding on to that. But then it's kind of like, okay, so why am I holding on to that? What is the fear here? Because if somebody abandons you, then the question always is, well, why would you even care so much, right? Like, why would you want this person in your life if they left you, abandoned you, rejected you? Like, you're worthy of more than that, Cancer, right? I mean, this would go for anybody. The question always is, well, why not just move on if they don't want to be with you? Well, there's something there, right? There's something there. And it's based on some fear, you know. If I love anyone, right? If I love anyone, will they reject me? They'll figure out who I am and then they'll reject me. You know, this person may have said to you, oh, Cancer, you're not lovable. And now you're kind of like believing in that. Yeah, I'm not lovable. Nobody's ever going to love me. It's looking at your fears about why, you know, what happened in that relationship that opened up some part of you that needs to be processed, you know, healed, transmuted. And when you do that, Cancer, and I do feel like you are on that path to doing that. I mean, based on your prior readings to this, right? You recognize that love is all around and everything is smooth sailing. It's as if once you look the fear monster in the eye and say, hey, yeah, okay, there's my fear. But guess what? This person made me feel really bad about myself, made me feel like I was never going to be loved again. But that's just your fear talking, right? If I love, then I'll be rejected. I'll be abandoned. But if you look that fear in the eye and go, but I'm still going to love. I understand this fear of standing here. I appreciate that fear. That fear is trying to keep me safe. That fear is trying to prevent me from having a broken heart because, ooh, that did not feel good. Yep, my fear is doing that. But guess what? I choose love. I choose love. I choose love over fear every single day. And when you do, it's like you get into this energy, this flowing energy that love just kind of like rushes down on top of you. Because I feel like it's seriously, you just looking the fear monster in the eye and just saying, yeah, I get it. I get what you're telling me, that fear monster, but guess what? I'm still going to do it. I'm going to choose love. Wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Seven of Swords. What you're coming into is this energy of realizing that you're holding yourself back. When you are holding yourself back because of your fears, right? Because of this mental anguish about what happened in the past. What happens is that you're like holding this egg. The snake is holding this egg. Libra had a very similar energy in theirs. Actually, some of the same cards. So if you're dealing with a Libra, you may, or have Libra in your chart, you may want to watch that video too. But it's this energy of holding on to those parts of yourself that you feel like, I can't share this with anybody else because if I do, they won't love me. They're going to abandon me. They're going to reject me. If they knew all of my deep, dark secrets, right, they would abandon me. But it's this energy of stepping into loving even those fears, you know, that we have about ourselves, the parts of ourselves that we're still working on. And that's the way to look at it. There's parts of us that we love more than others. But the thing is that we have to love all of ourselves. You know, even the parts that we don't quite like so much about ourselves. We have to love all of those, and we have to be vulnerable enough, courageous enough to share them with not everybody. Okay, let's be honest. We don't need to share everything, but to share them with the people that are closest to us, to share them with the people that we want to be in a romantic connection with, or in a true close soulmate connection with. We have to be willing to share our secrets, our fears, our anxieties, our joys, our hopes for the future, our dreams. When we hold those back, then we don't have a true soul connection with somebody. And that's, you know, what you're recognizing is that when you hold it back from the person that you are trying to have a romantic connection with, the truth is that you are then only attracting people that are also holding back. So there's not a lot of authentic, true, deep connection between the two of you. You both are holding back. Because if you're holding back, then all you can do is attract people that are holding back. Or if you're only focusing on the negative parts of love or life, right? Then you're going to attract people that are also focused on that. It's about loving life, loving yourself, all parts of yourself, and putting that into your cup of love that you are offering out into the world. And when you do, then you attract people that are on the same wavelength, willing to be vulnerable and share their wishes, their hopes, their dreams, and their fears and anxieties. And you don't have to do that on the first date, right? I mean, that takes trust. You build up that layer of trust, but it takes a lot of courage and strength to be vulnerable with somebody else. But when you do, look at this. The Wheel of Fortune turns for you, and all of this love just flows so easily into your life. And this is March. So it's as if in February it's like you're getting to the point where you're loving all the parts of you, even the ones that still are a work in progress, right? That's fine. You're working on that. But it's as if you also understand, I have to love all the parts of me. That means the people that I attract in, I have to love all the parts of them too. And understand that parts of them are also a work in progress. Really interesting. Yeah. So let's go to April. Let's see what we have here. Hawk Spirit, let Spirit be your guide. Yeah, once again, this energy of I'm not going to control everything. I'm going to accept what comes onto my path and love it for what it is, right there in front of me. And wise leader, you are a beacon for others, taking action. I feel like some of you may be actually taking action to share this wisdom with others, to, if nothing else, start really living your life in this capacity to a new level, because Cancer, I think you do already have a lot of love in your life. You're a very loving sign, one of the most loving signs. And so it's kind of like taking this to a new level and then really inspiring others or putting this into action of looking. Yeah, here's the Seven of Swords. Wow. The Hermit card. Yeah, you're really transmuting. Look at all three of these energies, and they were in different parts of the deck, and then I shuffled. All three of these are coming up. You have transmuted this. All of these energies of, holding back, breaking your own heart because of the way that you are holding back. Understanding that when you hold it back from others, you're just holding back from yourself too. You're almost like breaking your own heart. When you're not loving all the parts of yourself and not allowing yourself to love all the parts of others, the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? It's kind of like you're just creating more heartbreak for yourself because you're looking at the lens through fear instead of love. And look at this. You're really coming out of that cage. This energy of not being willing to be courageous and vulnerable and looking at people from a true sense of I'm going to love all of them, right? Has put you into this cage, kind of cut you off from other people in some way. And it could be just like one sector of your relationships, like maybe just your work sector, or maybe your family and friends sector. But you're starting to understand, now wait a minute, if I come with a sense of loving myself, all of myself, and then I start loving other people. I look at other people. I look for the good in people instead of looking for how they may hurt me, right? If I look at the good in people, I can come out of this cage. I don't have to be in this protective energy all the time. I can come out of this cage and I can start sharing my love for myself with other people and attract in people that are looking for the same thing, are looking for other loving beings. Wow, really interesting. Very much so, with both you and Libra. Yeah, there is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. And your authentic truth is the fact that, you love all of yourself. You don't love just, the good parts. You love your authentic self. And yes, you know that you may need to progress more, that there is more healing that you want to do, or there is more, things that about yourself that you would like to progress. But you also know that this is a journey. You know, we can't heal everything all in one sitting, you know? It's a sense of, okay, I love the journey that I've been on. I love the progress that I've made. And I am so excited. I cannot wait to see how much more progress I can have in the future. And then also giving the people that are around you grace too, and understanding that they are also progressing on their own soul's journey. Now, we're all here working on our lessons and on our wisdom. And, you know, coming into being a wise leader by, you know, even sometimes maybe saying, you know, at work, if somebody starts getting critical about somebody else or something like that, you know, they're like, you know, getting really critical about saying, you know, hey, they're doing a great job. You know, 6 months ago, they didn't know how to turn on a computer. And now look at, you know, I don't know, whatever it is. It's allowing allowing others grace to be who they are, allows you your own grace in being who you are. Wow, that's a pretty profound message, right? Allowing yourself to be vulnerable and giving each other people grace to be vulnerable. Because if we don't allow others to have grace to be vulnerable, then what happens is that they feel like they have to go in the cage to protect themselves, right? You've been in there. You know how that feels. And now you're kind of like, okay, I'm coming out of this cage. I have enough courage. I'm coming out of this cage. And then also helping other people to realize that, you know, they have the courage to also come out, giving them that safe space so that they can be their true authentic self. Cancer, what? I mean, it really is a very much of a spiritual journey that you're going on. And I'm so, you know, I'm so honored to be part of your journey and part of this reading. So I am going to leave it there. I wish you much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And if you have resonated with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.